Namaskar, I am Dr. Rajesh Rathod, Associate Professor, Center of Education, IITE. Now I am participating in 4th refresher course, which is from 18 December 2023 to 30 December 2023. I am presenting my one topic, and that is the very important topic for the teacher education, micro teaching skill. With reference to micro teaching skill, I just talking about the skill of stimulus variation. It is very important, or we can say very necessary skill for the pre-service teacher training, and this is the very good skill. With the help of this skill, we are providing a very good teaching learning process in front of the class. First of all, we see the meaning of stimulus variation. Basically, two words is there. One is a stimulus and second is a variation. So what is mean by stimulation? Any external force that disturb the equilibrium is known as the stimulus. We just interfere any phenomena, interfere any reaction, and that is the stimulation. So by stimulus variation, we mean the change in the intensity of the external force by a teacher while teaching, or while teaching learning process, while instructional process. The skill of stimulus variation, in other word, means the regulation, the control of the stimuli by the teacher during the teaching learning process. And that is a very big thing, we can say, with reference to the behavioral aspect of the teacher. Generally, a teacher makes use of an appropriate stimulus for evoking the desired responses from the student side, from the opposite side in the classroom. However, continued use of such type of stimulus may induce disinterest and inattention on account of maybe physiological as well as the psychological factors. When as a teacher I teach in front of the class any topic, at that time my stimulus variation, my behavioral aspect maybe create a disinterest within the student, or we can say it is the distraction for the attention in the classroom for the teachers, for the students also. Any student activity distract the teacher also. So with reference to that, the stimulus variation or a change in the stimuli by the teacher available in the learner's environment provides an answer. Thus the skill of stimulus variation may be a set of the behavior for bringing the change in the variation which is provided by the teacher in the classroom. Okay, so next we can say the component of the skill, of that particular skill, how we measure, how we give the feedback within this particular skill. So these are the component. One, teacher or student movement, teacher's gestures, change in the voice, change in the tonation of the teacher, sensory focus, or we can say the focusing, change in the interaction styles, then posing. After the asking the question, just teacher give the 10 to 15 second timing, and he or she will take a pose, and that is the very good stimulus for the student. Then oral as well as the visual switching and the physical involvement of the student is very necessary, is very important for the teacher. These all the components are very fruitful, very useful for the feedback mechanism. So in pre-service teacher training, teacher provide the feedback in micro teaching, and student will develop that all the, we can say, the components within the behavioral aspect, within the behavioral objectives, and that's why this skill is important. So now what is the importance of the stimulus variation? It is a very important skill for the teacher to concentrate in the class, teacher vice versa student. If teacher concentrate on the class, by default student will concentrate in the class. to increase the attention during the teaching learning process within the content, during the interaction, during the teaching learning process. So this is a very helpful skill to make a student attentive in the classroom and to create the interest in the learning. When I use my various senses, various sensory motor part of my body, at that time student may be taking interest in the teaching learning process, then increasing the level of understanding. With the help of all these things, we can say, with the various components, with the various behavioral aspect, teacher can increase the level of understanding of the student. When teacher providing the various examples from the day-by-day life, at that time student will correlate, cooperate with the teacher as well as cooperate with the understanding level of their own, and with the help of this student increase the level of understanding. Last but not the least, to remember the concept for a long time. If I remember the 3H given by the Gandhiji at that time, if we are implementing the various sensory motor, or we can say the various stimulus during the teaching learning process, at that time student will remember the content, student will remember the concept with their own understanding. That particular concept is long lasting. They grasp that particular concept for a long time during the teaching learning process. So this is the, we can say, the component as well as the importance of the teaching learning process in that particular, and that is the skill. So if any question, most welcome. Furthermore, I want to giving the thanks. I am very much thankful to HRDC Center of Gujarat University over here for providing me that specific presentation opportunity over here in the 4th online refresher course in teacher education. Thank you.